Okay, and I'm not asking about the lumpy pillow calls.
No, they're not lumpy pillows. That's not what they call on. Okay? When you say lumpy pillows, now you're an asshole. You got that? You're an asshole, is what you are. No, he's an asshole.
No. Oh, dude, I love it. Mike Lindell losing it on this dude. Okay, if you don't know what's happening right now, Mike Lindell is being deposed in a lawsuit. The lawsuit that's happening right now that he's being deposed for is the lawsuit against him by Dominion, like Dominion voting machines. Eric Coomer, being the CEO of that organization, Dominion, decided to sue Fox News for $1 billion, Mike Lindell for $1 billion, Sidney Powell for $1 billion. Fox News just settled with them for $750 million, I believe. So Mike Lindell is being deposed in that lawsuit right now, and oh, this dude is so easy to set off. It is funny. Oh my God, I love it to death. So we're gonna watch that in full in a second, but give this a listen. This is just like the starter. So we're just gonna kind of move through sequentially and get an idea of like the tone basically as we go. All right. So this happened on March 8th, 2023. We just got our hands on it very recently.
Tell us your full name, please.
Michael James Lindell.
Well, good morning, Mr. Lindell. My name is Charlie Kane. We met for the first time
Who's paying you?
Who's paying you? What?
About 4 minutes ago.
Okay, go.
Is that right?
What's it?
Is that right?
What was the question?
Did we meet for the first time 4 minutes ago? That was the question. Really? He's not even listening. He's just like accusing the guy of working for somebody who's paying you. Like, what? What kind of a question is that?
We met for the first time.
Yes.
Okay.
God, okay, so that's the tone. He's angry. He's pissed off. He's looking for somebody to take it out on. That's what this is about. If you want to see the full breakdown of this, just check out Owen Morgan, which is my main channel, Owen Morgan Telltale. I did a whole breakdown of it, watched it beginning to end, and in like live stream format, and it was so funny. Oh my God! But we're just gonna watch a couple of minutes here. So all right, let's keep listening here.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start slow because the court reporter's trying to take down what you're saying. Okay.
So we're gonna speak slowly, so that the court reporter the stenographer can type things up at a reasonable speed, and you're not going to like blow through everything and make it harder for her to do her job, basically. That's what the lawyer's saying, right? It's just nice. Let's go slowly.
Don't sit and scold me already, mister. I'll do whatever I have to do.
Scold him? What? Quick interjection. I won't take long. I just wanted to tell you guys, YouTube's algorithm operates off of a few factors. Watch time, whether or not you subscribe, and whether or not you like something. So if you really want to help my channel, I would appreciate it if you guys watch the video to the end. If you don't watch it to the end, just watch a little bit longer than you would have otherwise. I would appreciate that very much. All right, let's get back to the video.
So you're just a lawyer. You're an ambulance chasing lawyer. So don't start with me. I got all day.
What is this? Where is all this hostility coming from? The dude just said, we're going to try to take it slow. We're going to speak slow so that the stenographer can take notes of everything that's discussed. And he's like calling him an ambulance chaser and stuff. What?
I'll take as much time as you want. So let's go.
Great. That's all anybody wanted. Thank you, Mike.
You're not my boss. You're just a lawyer. Frivolous lawyer.
Okay. No one claimed to be his boss.
So go.
Jesus Christ. Couple minutes later, so this is split up. I split this into clips, and we're going to go through sequentially. Like I said a minute ago, this is the lumpy pillow video where he gets real angry. Give a little bit of context to it. From my understanding, the opposing counsel, the lawyer that's deposing him, was asking about his customer care system, basically, or his, like, I don't know, his My Pillow systems and how they work. Specifically, it does pertain to this case. And he says, I'm not asking about calls about, like, lumpy pillows. I'm asking about calls about, like, Donald Trump or whatever. He wanted to get to the heart of it. Like, are we did you ever receive communiques through like any of the MyPillow, whatever? I think that's what he's trying to get to the bottom of. So the opposing counsel says, I'm not asking about like lumpy pillow calls or whatever. You know, that's what he's saying. He's just using it as an example, not saying his pillows are lumpy.
Okay, and I'm not asking about the lumpy pillow calls.
No, they're not lumpy pillows. That's not what they call on. Okay?
Nice way of just avoiding the question.
Okay? When you say lumpy pillows, now you're an asshole. You got that? You're an asshole, is what you are.
Dude, I love it. He is so angry. Oh, my God.
Oh, he's an asshole. No, he's an ambulance chasing asshole. That's what you are. The lumpy pillows, kiss my ass. Put that in your book.
Oh, I love this, dude. I love this to death.
No, they answer anything, any problem customer that wants to reach Mike Lindell. Those are the ones. I want to talk to Mike Lindell. I want to talk to Mike Lindell. They send them to here and they go, or they.
Okay, I don't know what that sound effect was or what that meant, but okay.
They send them to here and they go, or they call about, maybe they didn't get their pillow on time because of the FedEx or whatever. Well, we'll cover them even though it could be somebody else's fault.
Okay, let me tell you something, Mike. I ran an Etsy store for years. Now, I moved out of West Virginia, and I could not maintain the store myself anymore. So all my stuff had to go into storage. I couldn't run it anymore. And I can't run it from Manhattan either. The energy prices are way, way, way too high. There's no space here. It's just not feasible. So here's the thing. Yes, on occasion, USPS messes things up, or FedEx, or UPS, or whatever. Sometimes they mess things up, sure. But you know what? Sometimes I mess things up. That happens from time to time. Sometimes your pillows and my, retro game stands or whatever else I was selling, sometimes these things get messed up. It happens. Just admit it. Why is he fighting this so hard? This is bizarre. It's like he thinks that his pillows are above reproach and you can never complain about them ever.
Nobody called because of a lumpy pillow.
Nobody ever called because of a lumpy pillow? Literally ever? Never?
Nobody called because of a lumpy pillow. But good one, though.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
He's not done.
What I'm saying
Obviously, you don't have a My Pillow, too. You don't, do you?
Oh, I love it, dude. He is losing his mind.
What I'm saying is, Mr. Lindell.
Asshole. Go ahead. No, I'm pissed.
I understand.
Yeah, go. When you're.
Dude, he is so easily triggered. It's so funny. Like, all you have to do is hint at the possibility that maybe his pillows are not completely above reproach. And this is a private setting. He never thought this was coming out to the public. So it's not like he's defending the honor of the pillows to potential buyers. He's just pissed off somebody's talking shit about his pillows. I love it. This is hilarious.
Asshole. Go ahead. No, I'm pissed.
By the way, yeah, I added that quack intentionally. I hope you guys appreciate that little duck quack there. Called him a quack hole.
Understand?
Yeah, go. When you're saying what?
Do you need to take a break?
No, I don't need to take a break.
All right. Here's what I'm asking
Your
you,
lumpy pillow question kind of set a nerve. Because obviously, just like your question in here, Mike's in your little complaint, Mike's frivolous cyber symposium, this whole case is frivolous. You should be ashamed of yourself. But go ahead.
Okay, so I think what he's referring to here, that is hilarious, by the way. I love that to death. So the case he's referring to, I believe that it's the Dominion case against him that Fox just settled. Fox settled, I don't know, a year, 2 years, I don't remember how long ago, a while. They settled the case for $750 million, right? And now Mike Lindell is in the hot seat and being deposed, and he is in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have $1 billion to spend. He doesn't have $750 million. Honestly, I don't think the dude's even worth $100 million. Dominion is going to own everything that this guy has by the end of this. I actually have video of Mike Lindell being served the lawsuit papers. Check this out. This is from early April 2022. There's a guy in an orange suit, if you're just listening, and a guy with like an orange jacket on, orange and gray, and he's holding like a manila envelope here, waiting for Mike Lindell to come out the other side. Just come out the door, go through the parking lot, get in his car, right? You see how smooth that was? This guy just sees Lindell, hands him this paper. Lindell grabs it, just keeps going, right? Process servers are sneaky, dude. Look at this. He's got an Iraq-Afghanistan veteran hat on. He blended into the crowd seamlessly. These people are really good at what they do. My God, dude. They're like private investigators that like track you down and like catch you when you're out in the open to serve you these court papers so that they guarantee that you know that you have a lawsuit pending.
God bless you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for everything.
What is this? Sir, what is this?
And now Lindell's realizing, wait a minute, what did he just give me?
It's for you. Okay, well, what is it?
It's not for me. It's not for me. It's for you.
Okay, I need you to open it.
That is court documents right there, sir.
Oh, it is.
Sorry.
Court documents. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, fantastic, dude. Fantastic. I love everything about it. And then he just lost his mind like the next day on his TV show, the Lindell TV network, whatever you want to call it. Lost his mind on it, dude. Oh, my God. Check this out.
And all this stuff. Well, there was a guy there that gave me an envelope, and it's about this thick. And I said, what's this? And he was kind of sheepish. He says, don't open that here.
No, he said, it's not for me. It's for you. It's court papers.
Well, you might have seen it in the news today. It's a lawsuit, another lawsuit. Eric Coomer,
which is the CEO of Dominion, or was. He may still be. I'm not sure.
The president of Dominion, don't know if he still is, but he sued myself, he sued MyPillow, and he sued FrankSpeech.com. So he sued Frank Speech and MyPillow, thousands of employees. It's just one more thing they just pile on, Brandon.
Well, you know what, Mike? I've never worried about being deposed like you're being deposed right here. I've never worried about being sued by Eric Coomer. You know why? Because I've never said anything defamatory about him. I've never said anything defamatory about Dominion. Mike Lindell has been going around for years claiming that Dominion voting systems were in bed with the Hugo Chavez government and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Is there any surprise, really, that you're going to be served with papers on this? Are you really honestly surprised by that? And he calls the lawyer who served the papers an ambulance chaser lawyer. Why would any lawyer take this case? Because it's a slam dunk, Mike. You made your own bed. Now you get to lie in it.
Frivolous cyber symposium. This whole case is frivolous. You should be ashamed of yourself. But go ahead.
Just ridiculous. He cannot take blame for anything. In his entire life, has he ever taken responsibility or accountability for anything ever? So just a minute later, he continues. Keep listening.
Finish your question on this and try not to talk about, get personal and badmouth my employees or my pillows or anything like that.
Okay, he wasn't bad-mouthing anything. He just said, I'm asking about customer care calls. You have a customer care line. It's important that we suss this out and explain how it works and everything because it's part of the lawsuit. And he said, I'm not talking about the calls about lumpy pillows or anything. Did you get calls about blah? It wasn't like him attacking Mike Lindell. My God, is he sensitive. I've never seen anybody so sensitive about any one subject in my life. Lumpy pillows. That is his trigger, I guess. You ever meet Lindell? Tell him, you see him passing on the street, tell him that you have a MyPillow and it's lumpy. That will set him off, and he won't stop for who knows how long. He'll go home and he'll go walk in circles, wearing holes in the carpet in the shape of a circle because somebody accused him of having a lumpy pillow. No joke.
My employees or my pillows or anything like that. Go ahead.
I haven't said a single word about your employees, and I don't own one of your
You've attacked them. You attacked them. You were part of this. You're getting paid on consignment. You get paid if they get money from my employees.
Okay, the money doesn't come from the employees, Mike. It comes from your nice try. He keeps trying to shirk responsibility off onto other people. It's them that you're hurting, not me. It's them. No, Mike. You are the target of this lawsuit, and your company that you own is going to owe money for what you did. You lied brazenly on your Lindell TV network or whatever it is, on your Frank Speech news network, if you can even call it that. You claimed that Dominion and Smartmatic were linked to the Hugo Chavez government and that votes were leaving the U.S. and being counted in Germany and all kinds of ridiculous stuff. Lies. Blatant falsehoods. You're to blame for this. If any of the employees have somebody to be mad at, it's you, not the people suing your for what you did. You.
Yes, you have attacked them. You personally did this with Newsmax. You, and I called it right out, the criminal lawyers and Coomer, when you guys did this to me.
Again, Eric Coomer being the president or CEO or whatever of Dominion at the time, I believe.
When you guys did this to me.
Thank you.
Now you got your answer. You already knew the answer. You just was hoping there was more, I think. It sucks that you're not going to win all this money, huh?
Oh no, they're going to win. Trust me. Fox News settled with Dominion for $750 million. They're winning.
Do you feel it's slipping away because you're all wrong and you realize you shouldn't have done this?
Oh, you know what? One way or another, the case was worth bringing because they defamed Dominion's character. Fox News intentionally, maliciously defamed Dominion voting systems, lied about them knowingly. They knew that this stuff they were saying wasn't true, and they said it anyways. And we know that because we got text messages from Fox News employees saying, this is all bullshit, right? We're all on the same page here. This is all BS. And all of that stuff came out in Discovery. Now they're suing Mike Lindell for the same thing. I don't know if Mike Lindell is a true believer. I get the impression that he probably is. But he did defame Dominion terribly. Hurt their reputation, maybe irreparably. And for that, Dominion deserves to file this billion-dollar lawsuit and get every penny they can out of you, Mike. I'm sorry, man. That's just what it is. Can't go around defaming people like that. Can't go around slandering people.
Because you're all wrong and you realize you shouldn't have done this?
I'm not sure you understand how you're perceived.
You're perceived like a nutcase, Mike.
I don't care how you think I'm perceived.
How you think I'm perceived. No, Mike, you're perceived like a nutcase, okay? Dude went on Jimmy Fallon. Have you guys seen this? Or I think it was Jimmy Fallon. No, Jimmy Kimmel. I'm sorry. It was Jimmy Kimmel. So apparently Kimmel invited Mike Lindell onto his show, but Lindell refuses to get vaccinated, of course, so they wouldn't let him into the studio, and he ended up doing the whole thing from a claw machine, a big fake claw machine.
And Qbert, the My Pillow guy, Mike Lindell. Hello, Mike.
Jimmy Crumble, is that you?
Jimmy Crumble? What? Is there a joke in there somewhere I don't get?
It's me. Well, Mike, first question, Mike, is why do you think people don't take you seriously?
There you go. You're not perceived seriously. He knows that he's perceived like a fool.
Well, I want to tell you this, Jimmy. Remember we were kids and we questioned these carnival games, whether they were rigged or not?
Yeah, right.
But when we spoke up back then, we didn't get sued, did we?
Well, you don't get sued now for speaking up about it. You're allowed to say whatever you want under our free speech laws. You just can't knowingly and maliciously defame a company. You can't slander them with information that you know is not true, and you say it anyways, because you have some other end, some other thing that you can gain from it. That's the problem. Feel free. Talk about the election to your heart's content. You're wrong, but you're allowed to say it.
Yo, that's right. Hey, Mike, get rid of that kid. Will you give him a toy or something like that?
There you go. You got a winner. It's a rigged game. It's a rigged game. It's a rigged game.
He's perceived like a joke. Everybody views this guy as a joke, and he has to know that. Now back to his deposition.
I'm not sure you understand how you're perceived.
I don't care how you think I'm perceived. Let me tell you how you're perceived. You are perceived as an ambulance. You're the reason what's wrong with this country with lawyers. You're disgraceful.
Okay, lawyers all have ethics classes that they have to take, and they are held to a very high ethical standard. Lawyers are, actually, in all seriousness.
You're disgraceful.
And I don't even know what he's, like, upset about right now. Like, why is he upset? Because he's being deposed? Welcome to the legal system, bro.
What you are. I read some of the crap in here that you wrote in your brief. It's disgusting. The lies in here. One of them says, after Mike was with Donald Trump in 2017 at a manufacturer's summit, he started doing promo codes on Fox. I was doing it 10 years prior. This is a big lie.
Okay, I don't know if any of that is true. I doubt it. I don't trust a word out of Mike Lindell's mouth. By default, I want to look everything up before I believe everything he says. But aside from all of that, what he's talking about here, I'm not exactly sure what this is about, but Lindell was actually very close to Donald Trump. Let me show you just how close he was. This is how close Lindell was with Donald Trump right here. Leading up to January 6th, it hadn't happened yet. Photos of Trump ally, Mike Lindell, who visited the White House, capture notes about martial law. Mike Lindell went to the White House to talk to Donald Trump about declaring martial law after January 6th as a pretext to keep his grip on power. Here's another. Mike Lindell and disgraced CEO Patrick Byrne, which is going to come up in a minute, pushed Trump to use intelligence data to back fake election claims, i.e., this Patrick Byrne guy, who, again, is going to be mentioned in this deposition. Patrick Burns and Lindell said, just tell people you have secret intelligence data that unequivocally shows that the election was rigged. That's all you have to say. You can't bring it out in the open because it would endanger national security, blah, 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 whatever. That was the plan. And then declare martial law because you're the rightful winner, and then you stay president. Mike Lindell and Donald Trump were like this, 2 peas in a pod. Didn't get closer for a while there. So it's really no surprise. Like, I'm assuming that in this deposition, the lawyer was trying to establish that Mike Lindell and Trump were close. And that's true. That's a fact.
He started doing promo codes on Fox. I was doing it 10 years prior.
Again, if he says the sky's blue, look it up. Don't believe him.
This is a big lie. You're a lying lawyer.
So anyway, yeah, he's very, very unhappy with this deposition. And what's amazing to me is that I think the deposition was like 3 or 4 hours long. I only got a 20-minute segment of it, unfortunately. I've been trying to get the whole thing, but maybe only 20 minutes leaked. I don't know. If anybody has access to the full deposition, I would love to see it. But anyway, the point behind all of this is Mike Lindell kept up a blind rage for 4 hours. How do you do that? That takes dedication and work to hold a blind rage for that long. That's nuts.
I want you to understand another thing.
What's that?
This case is pending in federal court.
I don't
in Colorado.
care.
Okay, look, let the dude get a damn sentence out, please.
Federal court.
I don't
in Colorado.
care. What does that have to do with anything?
If you let the damn guy finish, come on. He refuses to let him get a sentence out.
Federal court.
I don't
in
care.
Colorado.
What does that have to do with anything?
Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. There's a federal judge that's going to likely be reading and watching this deposition.
I don't
Do you
care.
understand that?
I don't care. She should have dismissed this a long time ago. Okay. She hasn't ruled on that. There's a problem. I got a problem with her too.
Okay, let me tell you, this is sage advice from my wife who's in law school right now. Everybody who goes through law school, even first-year law students, 1Ls, can tell you this. You don't piss off a judge. You don't do it. That's a bad idea. Judges hold so much power, it's absurd. Arguably, judges in our society should not hold as much power as they do. But you better hope that they're the type that likes having their kissed. Judges are disproportionately powerful for their position. And Mike Lindell just basically told her to go f herself.
Hold on that. There's a problem. I got a problem with her, too.
Okay. The judge has practice standards on how...
No, the judge did not dismiss this case. We put in to get it dismissed, and she ruled an unfair ruling saying, well, go ahead and do discovery and waste all your time while I'm sitting there not doing nothing. That's what that judge is doing.
No. From my understanding, again, don't take my word for it. You got to look this stuff up. But it sounds like what happened was the judge rejected Mike Lindell's request to dismiss the case, or do a summary judgment. I'm sorry. Rejected his request for summary judgment, and they moved on to the discovery phase. That's what happened, it seems to me. Again, not a lawyer, don't know for sure. That's just what I'm picking up here. My God, this dude, he doesn't understand anything. Certainly not the legal system. And he's just like digging a grave for himself, digging that grave, digging it up, and dropping the banana peel and putting one foot on it. It's only a matter of time.
Your time while I'm sitting there not doing nothing. That's what that judge is doing. So don't tell me what the judge is doing, and you just let me worry about the judge reading this, okay?
Oh, the judge saw everything that Mike Lindell said about him. Love it.
I want you to understand that.
No, you just don't worry about me. You're not out for my benefit, okay?
Well, the other lawyer, opposing counsel, understands the seriousness. Again, judges hold a disproportionate amount of power in this situation. They can f your life from top to bottom if they want to. And the opposing counsel here knows that and is trying to communicate it to Mike Lindell because he just wants cooperation. Just answer my damn questions. That's it. And answer them slowly so the stenographer can take him down. That's all I'm asking. Mike Lindell can't even handle that. And this is like long before the lumpy pillow stuff. He started out being an asshole. Jesus Christ, dude.
He's out for my benefit, not you. So you can don't worry if I say something that offends the judge, okay? You just let me worry about that. You got that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good. Keep going.
Okay.
The reason I bring that up, sir, is if the judge is not pleased with your conduct in this deposition, there may be penalties associated
Okay, good.
with that.
You tell her, you go ahead, and you thank you for your worrying about old Mike. You're really, that's great. It seems like you bring a frivolous case up. You really have my back. Go ahead.
Well, that's actually the best advice he could have possibly given Mike. Shut the f*** up, sit down, just answer the questions calmly, and don't be a fool because, again, judges hold disproportionate amounts of power in these situations. They can ruin your life in an instant if they don't like the look you gave them. They have way more power than they should. And Mike Lindell is making it clear that he doesn't like this judge at all. Never piss off a judge.
Keep going. That judge, you put this in the record, that judge, it's a big problem I got. If someone didn't have the money or time to sit through this garbage, when I put into her summary judgment last summer and she hasn't ruled on it.
There you go, summary judgment. Just talked to my wife who is in law school, and she says that basically a summary judgment is where the judge makes a decision on the case without it having to go to trial. A dismissal is a little bit different, where they don't have enough evidence or whatever, so they dismiss the case, and I think they can bring it if new evidence is introduced. Not even necessarily not enough evidence in the dismissal case, just like it's not even a valid argument or a valid complaint or whatever. But a summary judgment in this case means Mike Lindell wanted the judge to rule in his favor now, instantly, without hearing any other arguments or without any whatever, nothing. And the judge said, no, I'm not doing that. We're going to go to discovery. Anyway, summary judgment and dismissal, those are both very technical things and need more explaining on their own merits, but I don't have the time to get into it right now. It's a lot more complex than that. I just gave you the bare bones basics of what a summary judgment is. So Mike Lindell's complaining that the judge didn't look at the case and instantly rule in his favor. If he believes the lawsuit was frivolous or there was no basis for the argument, he wouldn't be filing a motion for summary judgment. I believe that he should be filing a motion to dismiss instead. But he wanted the judge to rule in his favor. What?
For summary judgment last summer, and she hasn't ruled on it.
It's because it's not happening, Mike. It's a ridiculous request.
Either say yay or nay. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
She said nay, Mike.
Yay or nay. It's disgusting. It's disgusting to our country that she couldn't make a ruling. Go ahead and do deposition. If it was some guy that didn't have money, you would put them under just in this garbage. Wasting my day.
Well, I mean, if the guy didn't have money, then he likely wouldn't have a platform either, and he wouldn't have the ability to ruin Dominion's reputation the way that Mike Lindell did. You put yourself in that seat, Mike. Nobody else put you there. This is your fault. Take some accountability for once in your life.
Wasting my time. But think if it was someone on the street. Don't you care about people? This is disgusting.
Yeah, I'm just some guy on the street, and you don't care about that.
This judge should have ruled a long time ago that you're yay or nay.
She ruled nay.
Frivolous or not, but she did. She said, go ahead and do discovery while I sit and decide what I'm going to do.
No, she said, we're moving forward. Now do discovery. That's why you're in that seat. She did not say, I'm thinking about it. Maybe I will give you summary judgment. No judge in their right mind would do a summary judgment on a billion-dollar case like this. That is absurd.
That's disgusting. I got no problem with you on that. I got a problem with the judge not making a ruling. So there.
Jesus, dude. The guy is so angry 24/7. Like, this video is getting so long, but I love this to death. I've just eaten this up. So we're going to keep on going. Mr. Kane, I believe, is opposing counsel. So Mike Lindell just goes off about the judge, not liking the judge. And I'm assuming the opposing counsel, the other lawyer, Mr. Kane, says objection not responsive. Oh, I love it, dude. I love that everybody around him is remaining so calm, and he's throwing a temper tantrum, the likes of which I've never seen. And I've had a 2-year-old, and then a 3-year-old, and then a 4-year-old. I mean, I've never seen a tantrum this bad in my life. Never.
I'm responsive. Here's another thing that I need you to know, Mr. Lindell. If the court determines that you're not being responsive or acting in good faith today, we may have to come back and do this some more. And I want you to understand that.
Oh, I got that.
All right.
So, i.e., if you're not answering seriously, we're just going to end up right where we were.
And if that's the case, I will be asking for attorney's fees and costs.
You're just costing yourself money, Mike. What is wrong with this dude? Seriously.
Attorney's fees and costs for
you
us
will,
to
huh?
do it again.
I'm already asking for them. I might just come after you guys for the most frivolous case ever when this is done. If there's a way to sue you, believe me, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay, just so you know that, beyond anything you've ever seen. So be prepared.
I'm committed to being polite and professional.
Okay,
today.
He has been, honestly. I don't know if I could sit there. Maybe if it was calculated and I was very careful, maybe I could sit there through this barrage of 4-hour abuse like this from somebody and just remain completely calm, just totally level-headed and ask simple basic questions and not be passive-aggressive or any of that other stuff. Just be polite and professional. That's it. I don't know if I could do it, truthfully. That's crazy, man.
I'm committed to being polite and professional.
Okay,
today.
go ahead. We're getting through that. Now you know where I sit. Let's get on with it.
Okay.
Okay, check this one out. This is just a couple minutes later.
Not sure, Mike.
Non-responsive.
No, but it's disgusting when you sit here.
slow it
I'm
down for the-
branded as
Mike,
now
Mike.
election, not my pillow guy. It's the opposite.
Mike, we just got to slow it down.
So he's talking about how he's branded. Are you the My Pillow guy or are you the election guy? I guess that's what he's arguing about. And I think Mr. Malone is his lawyer. I'm not really sure like what the dynamic is here, but if he had a lawyer worth anything, the lawyer would have told him to shut your mouth and sit there and give them as little information as humanly possible while answering their questions in full. That's probably what the lawyer would have said. Instead, Mike comes here and throws a fit. You know, one time Mike Lindell told this story. You know, Mike Lindell's a crackhead at one point. Mad respect, in all seriousness. I was a heroin addict. Really. It's hard. It's hard getting out of that stuff. And Mike Lindell managed to do it and talks about it and promotes, recovery networks and stuff to try to help addicts get clean. Of course, his recovery networks are religious and insane, and you have to accept Jesus to be a part of it. But he's got a crazy story. Mike Lindell has a crazy story to tell. Instead of telling us the real story, a while back, he told a story at Greg Locke's church about his journey out of drug addiction, and it went like this. In Minneapolis, which is a pretty big city in Minnesota, Mike Lindell was a crack addict, and there were 4 main people that ran all of the drugs in and out of Minneapolis, all of them. And, they were basically like top level dealers, pretty much. And one day, all 4 of those dealers come into his house and meet him there. He walks in and he sees him standing there, all 4 of the top level dealers, and they say, Mike, we think you're ruining your life with this stuff. We need you. We want you to get better. Okay, we're not going to sell to you anymore because we think you have potential and we want you to stop smoking crack. So we have all told our lieutenants and our foot soldiers, don't sell anything to Mike Lindell because you need to get your life together. Really. I'm not joking. That's the story he told. He's got an incredible story. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is because he never manages to tell the truth about it. The dude lies about almost everything 24/7. It's just insane to me that he would say something like that. Have you ever in your life met a drug dealer that cut somebody off because they were doing damage to their own lives? Ever. That doesn't happen, okay? Ex-heroin addict right here. That doesn't happen. In fact, the more addicted you are, the better it is for them because the more product they'll move. Tell us the real story. Why is it that you have to lie about everything? It's insane. Anyway, sorry for that deviation. Let's keep listening to Lindell lose his at this deposition.
Branded
Mike,
is now
Mike.
election, not my pillow guy. It's the opposite.
Mike, we just got to slow it down.
I know, but it just pisses me off.
I understand. They understand.
So disgusting.
Yeah, I think Malone is his lawyer.
You don't remember my question, do you?
I love it, dude. You don't remember my question, do you? That's funny. Oh, I love it to death. That question, that was designed to piss him off even more.
Don't remember my question, do you?
Yeah, the question is, do people know you as the my pillow guy, blah, blah, blah. I just gave my answer. No, they know me over here as this guy that's trying to save our country.
No, I know you as a nutcase.
But because of lawfare and dirty things that Eric Coomer did on that one day.
Dude, he is obsessed with Eric Coomer, okay? He's just the president or CEO or whatever of Dominion. That's it. He's just a guy, okay? And you put yourself in that seat. Once again, Mike, nobody is to blame here except for one person. You! You are to blame. Take some accountability for once in your life, Mike. My God.
Did on that one day, which that's when I called him out. I can't go on my stage. I can't. My company has been hurt so bad because of people like this, Eric.
No, because of you. Because of you, Mike. You hurt your company.
Because of people like this, Eric Coomer, so bad. In tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars.
He just can't deal with the fact that he's to blame here, and he's looking for somebody else to point the finger at. So he points it at Eric Coomer. He points it at this lawyer that's on the other side, the opposing counsel in a deposition. Points it at anybody but himself.
You don't remember my question, do you?
And there's his second one. I love it. He goes off on a rant, and the lawyer says, you don't remember my question. This is hilarious, dude. This lawyer is ruthless.
Dollars.
You don't remember my question, do you?
Right there.
I'm sorry, man. I just love it to death. Anyway, all right, keep listening here.
Right there,
Show me what
page
you're gonna show me.
36. Page 36, where I called you lawyers just as bad as him. I called you guys criminals.
You did? Yeah, using the company My Pillow to make that statement, right?
Yeah, he used his platform. That's what they were establishing, basically. Used his platform as the My Pillow guy. He used My Pillow facilities to make these claims and everything. Thus, the lawsuit against My Pillow is valid. That's what they're trying to establish, I guess.
After the lawsuit, Mr. Twister, after I was sued, everything in here in your little lawsuit, other than that one little paragraph, everything I said came after he sued me.
Dude, he is so mad. This dude needs to take a chill pill so bad. It's ridiculous. I've never seen somebody who needs to take a chill pill to this degree. You know, there's this type of chill pill. Yeah, here it is. It's called Fuckatol. Fuckatol. This is 1,000 milligrams of Fuckatol. You need to take one of these, Mike. I'm telling you. Take one, chill out, and stop being so angry 24/7. Honestly, how does a dude keep up a blind rage for 4 hours like that? Oh, I love it to death, dude. All right, we've been going for a while, but I want to see the rest of this. So in this one, I think the lawyer is just messing with him, and he asks why he called him an ambulance chaser. If you don't know the term ambulance chaser, it's a term used a lot in the industry for a lawyer who is just looking for people to create a class action lawsuit or looking for somebody to sue, basically, because, they get paid from it and blah, blah, blah. Ambulance chaser. They'll chase the ambulance, they'll talk to the person who was hurt, and they'll find out who is at fault, and they'll sue them. Those people have their place in society, I suppose, but this isn't an ambulance chaser type of situation. This is like a billion-dollar lawsuit type of situation where you slandered a voting company.
So let me finish my question, okay?
Yes.
I tend to be a slow talker.
He's not going to let him finish his question, is he?
Good for you.
I'm from Texas originally.
Good for you. I got all day. We'll make a week of this. How about that? Go ahead.
Probably up to your lawyer, but I'm happy to stay as long as you'd like.
Just keep going.
All right. Why'd you call me an ambulance chaser?
What?
You called him an ambulance chaser at the beginning. Oh, I love this.
Why did you call me an ambulance chaser?
Because you are. This is a frivolous case, and if you're representing this guy and you've read this case, you are a disgusting lawyer. Period. That's my right to say. You want to?
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Yeah, it's your right to say, Mike. We're just asking a question, okay? We want to know why you said that. Why'd you call him an ambulance chaser, Mike? Oh my God, this is ridiculous and embarrassing. The sad part is, this stuff happened in private. Mike Lindell acted like this privately, behind closed doors. This is not a public persona. This isn't like he's, virtue signaling, I'm going to take down these evil lawyers type of deal. No, this is just who Mike Lindell is, seemingly. When somebody shows you who they are, who they really are, believe them.
That's my right to say. You want to sue me too, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? Are you working on contingency or consignment with the guy? What are you? No, I can't believe anybody would take this. This is absolutely disgusting. It's a disgrace to our country. It's a disgrace to you.
It's not frivolous, actually, the lawsuit against Mike Lindell by Dominion. I'll tell you why in a second.
Anything else?
No, that's it. You asked me a question. I answered it.
All right.
So, anyways, yeah, Mike Lindell just losing his mind at this deposition. I eat this up, dude. It gives me sustenance. I love it. So funny. Do you know what ended the Fox News lawsuit? Dominion v. Fox News or whatever? The thing that, in my personal opinion, really put the last nail in the coffin and made Fox News settle for $750 million was the fact that they had internal communications. They had messages between Tucker Carlson and I don't even know the other host, Sean Hannity and others, right? Well, guess what they got from Mike Lindell? The FBI, to make a long story short, showed up at a Hardee's where Mike Lindell was getting breakfast and forced him to pull over and give them his cell phone on the spot right now. And he said, can I call my lawyer? And I think that they said, I don't remember exactly what happened according to Mike Lindell, but he did get a hold of his lawyer, and the lawyer said, give him the phone. These are real FBI agents. You can't hold your phone from them. And then Doug Frank's phone was taken by the FBI just like a day or two later. So all of this stuff is all public. Like, we have this stuff. Well, it's not public, but it's in the state's possession. So all they have to do is subpoena the FBI to hand over documents that they got off of Mike Lindell's phone because they're entitled to that information. I suspect that's probably how it works. I don't know for sure. Again, take this with a grain of salt, all of it. Don't believe anything I say without looking it up directly yourself. This happened mid-September 2022. Geez, everything seems to happen in September. That's really weird, right?
Spring or something when they did all this, when Tina did her job and did the backup of the computer and stuff.
He's talking about Tina Peters. She was a county clerk, I believe. Her responsibility was to back up the voting systems and the voting data and and that's it. But instead of just leaving it at that, she took the backup and gave it to Mike Lindell. Oops. Anyway. Keep listening here. So Tina Peters did her job and backed it up. Yeah, and then she gave it to you, Mike. You know this.
And did the backup of the computer and stuff. You follow me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're trying. And I go, you guys, I didn't know any of those people then. Then he goes, well, how about Dr. Doug Frank? And I go, okay, you mean the physicist from Ohio? I said, yeah. I said, I met him in Brandon House's house, his studio. And when we went to film...
You always got to bring my name up.
Right.
Whoopsie daisy. Mike Lindell brought someone's name up he wasn't supposed to. I believe this is why Trump doesn't talk to him anymore, because he's a liability. Any pressure and this guy cracks. But I'll tell you one thing. Mike Lindell desperately needs a dose of fuckatol. 1,000 milligrams. Hell, you know what? Give him 2. 2,000 milligrams. I'm prescribing you, Mike. 2,000 milligrams of fuckatol. Seriously, this is too much, man. Keeping up a blind rage that long is impressive, but disturbing at the same time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Joni Cummings, Mike needs meds, I swear, and he needs to learn to be quiet. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the scary thing is, what Mike Lindell does and believes and all of that is indistinguishable from mental illness, right? But medicine will not fix brainwashing. This is the result of brainwashing, not mental illness. It can't be fixed by giving them a medicine, which makes it that much scarier, honestly, in my opinion.